Welcome to the weekly roundup. I'm your host Wayne Knowles with the one and only, the Mercurial, the producer, Luke Hosey.
Knowlesy, how are you, mate? Hey, listeners.
We're going to get straight into it. Division 1 this week, Luke. It was Ross Trevor Earl Collegian, 16 goals 14, 110, defeating St Peter's, 8 goals 9, 57. 6 goals 1 to no score in the first quarter. Game done and dusted, pretty simple. Goal scorers for Ross Trevor: Heath Kamay with 4, Homsch with 3, Bacanello with 2, Hurley with 2, Jordan with 2 as well. Allen, Holland and Butterworth in the best for Rocks. For Spock, now Trenorden with 3 and a heap of other bloke kicking singles. Cudmore, Duncan, Weech, Calabrese and Copping in the best for Spock, mate.
Yeah, Ross Trevor, to me, probably the best balanced side I've seen so far this year, all over the ground.
Yep.
And the week before they were missing one key ingredient because they had to play makeshift ruckman. I see Butterworth was back, and I think he's the guy who defines Ross Trevor a little bit, so don't have to use makeshift ruckman. He was back last week. I see that's a big plus for Ross Trevor.
Yep. Okay, moving on to the next game. It was up at Modbury Oval, Modbury Sports Reserve, whatever they want to call it these days. It was Modbury, 12 goals 12, 84, defeating Port District, 9 goals 9, 63.
Yeah, tip this. I actually tipped Modbury.
Tip Modbury?
Yeah, tipped Modbury up there. Good side. So were Districts. They were really travelling along well before that. So
well, for Modbury, Matty Gibson with 5, Phillips with 2, few other blokes with singles. Marshall, Bennett and Gibson in the best for the Hawks, and for Districts, Gaffney and Coulthard and Williams all kicking 2, 3 other blokes kicking singles. Heffernan, Weistra, Foster and Williams in the best there at Districts, mate. You picked it. Probably a little hiccup, I suppose you could say, for Districts.
Yeah, they're a very good side. I know Grange was particularly grumpy. I think he made about 6 changes at selection after their loss the week before, and he's not afraid to voice his opinion, wield the axe when it's necessary, and he's as good a coach as there is in Division 1, and you know, they're a very good side, and I think they'll certainly figure prominently this year in that 4, 5, 6 sort of range. Modbury. Yeah.
Okay, and do you want to go to the game that you live called, mate?
Yeah, we did game at Goodwood Oval between Goodwood Saints and Payneham Norwood Union, and it was a draw.
A draw?
The draw was 13-10, 88 apiece, so it was a good game without being outstanding. It wasn't huge. It was Goodwood Oval sometimes lends itself to being a bit scrappy because it's fairly small. Small,
yes.
You know, but both sides played well in patches.
Yep.
And better players for Payneham Norwood Union. Orcello was named third. We thought he was probably clearly best, but Donahue was named best. Gianni, the captain. Orcello, Pride and Ansell. Big Nick Jolly kicked 2, Donahue kicked 2, Clark kicked 2 and Agarastas kicked 2. For Goodwood Saints, Nick Burgess across the half-back line, full-back line was really good. Jordan Pinto was also fantastic. Tom Barry through the midfield and playing up forward was good. Tuck through the midfield and up forward was good. And Big Carter in the ruck. He was a dominant big man on the ground and won 80% of the taps. And he was good, although predictable in his ruck tap.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next game, we had Prince Alfred versus Tetra Gully down there at Park 9. It was Tetra Gully, 12 goals 9, 81, defeating Mouse's Boys 7, 15, 57. 4 goals 6. Prince Alfred's way to 1 goal 1 in the first quarter, and only to kick 3 goals after half-time. They didn't even kick a goal in the second quarter. And then to kick poorly as well. As they say, poor kicking is poor football. Credit to Tetra Gully though, they managed to get it all together and get away with the win. Mouse would be absolutely livid, I'd say, but for Prince Alfred it was Crawford and Castry with 2. A couple other blokes kicking singles, Lang, Dalwood and Wicks in the best for Princes. For Tetra Gully, Pistol Pete Personos with 3, Spittle with 3, Showermakers with 2, and Bilby, Showermakers and Birkin in the best there for the Gullies, mate.
Very good side, Gullies. I think most people expected him to fall away somewhat, losing a number of players, but two in particular with Koshel in hand.
Yep.
And hasn't looked that way. I mean, they've got in Pistol Pete Personos, and they've Jonathan Birkensbeck playing really good footy. Ryan Spittles, he's jumped up 2 or 3 notches, and he would be in the team of the year at the moment. He's an outstanding form, and they're a very good side.
Very good side, yeah. And the final game of the round, mate?
Yeah, it was. I tipped the Gangster. I actually tipped Salisbury North. This was at the University Oval. Adelaide University was 16-14, 110. Defeated Salisbury North 12-17, 89. So Chappie and Dow Wiles wouldn't be too happy. And Adelaide University, Pfeiffer kicked 4, Langridge kicked 2, Will Painter kicked 2, Offie kicked 2, and a host of singles. Better players were Cunningham, the former North Adelaide player, Langridge, Pfeiffer, Will Painter, who's in there most weeks, Big Tommy Bateman and Walker for Salisbury North. Wagner kicked 3, Victor kicked 2, Bradley Hook kicked 2, Solly, Frost, Morgan, Aegis and Russo all kicked singles. Best players, Wagner, Drainer, Benny Wiles, Clinch and Mulroney. And yeah, very good win to Uni.
Very good win, yes. Probably a little bit unexpected, I suppose. I tipped Salisbury North as well myself, so full credit to Uni for getting away with the win. Looking at the ladder, mate, we've got Gully sitting up there on top without dropping a game thus far, sitting 4-zip. Ross Trevor, Port District sitting there with only sitting at 3-1. Goody Saints, Modbury sitting there with, well, Goody Saints has got the draw there now, but they've got with 2 wins. Modbury with 2 wins, Adelaide Uni with 2 wins, Payneham, Prince Alfred and Salisbury North all with the solitary win there, and St Peter's yet to open their account, mate.
Yeah, they're flying along. These are the best 2 sides that I've seen so far this year.
Yep.
Out in front with Teacher Gully and Ross Trevor. I haven't seen Districts play. They're obviously travelling pretty well. Goodwood were good, but I didn't think they were as good as Ross Trevor and Teacher Gully, what I've seen so far. But time will tell.
Time will tell.
A long way to go.
Okay, moving on to this week's games. We've got out at Campbelltown Memorial Oval, Ross Trevor versus Salisbury North.
I've already said I think Ross Trevor the best balanced side all over the field.
Yep.
And with that, I just probably can't see. I just can't see Salisbury North. I'd love for Dallas Wiles, they could get up, but yeah, no, I just can't see it happening.
Yeah.
Ross Trevor by good 5 goals.
Rocks for me. I just think the blokes like Kamain up forward, it'd probably be too hard for him to stop.
He's a genuine star,
Nick.
Kamain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up at Caterer Oval, we've got St Peter's and Prince Alfred, mate, up there at St Peter's College. Mousie's boys for me. Prince Alfred, I think St Peter's is just struggling a bit too much.
Yeah. Prince Alfred, they'll get it done.
They'll get it done?
Yeah.
Head down to Largs Reserve, just down the road from where we are in the Portland Hotel here tonight. Districts and Uni. I'm going to go with a bit of an upset. I think Uni will beat Districts. I know you're going to say to me, oh no, Districts at home don't lose, rah rah rah. I just think Uni are travelling okay.
Oh, they do lose. They got beaten in a second semi-final by Portland a few years ago, but they don't lose too often at Largs.
Yep.
So I'll take Port Districts. I think they're a very, very good side.
Yep.
Well balanced. I know they had a few out last week. I didn't see Rose's name in there. I didn't see Anthony or Alapate Carlisle's name in the team sheet.
Yep.
They'll get straightened up with Carlisle and Rose back forward. I think Districts. Yep.
Okay. And then up to Modbury Sports Reserve. We got Modbury taking on Goody Saints. Should be an absolute humdinger. Granger's boys for me. I think the Hawks will get the job done at home.
Yeah, Modbury at home always tough to beat. Goodwood last week missed Eric Kells. Addison Burns played well up at full forward, but he was that one big target up there.
Yep.
Maybe if they get Kells back, Burns into a pocket, and they've got a dual key targets to kick to. Burns does a bit of forward ruck work. Very good game. Maybe Marlborough at home just.
Marlborough at home just. And last but certainly not least, it is the game of the round. It is the one that the SA Footballer TV crew will be there doing their live call. It is up at Pertaringa Oval. It is Tea Tree Gully taking on the mighty Payneham Norwood Union Falcons, mate.
Yeah, I've seen both sides a few times this year, and Tea Tree Gully haven't done a thing wrong. You know,
Like a good dance step.
yeah, well, they're 4-0 for a reason.
Yep.
Payneham saw last week they were
Payneham missing Liam Davis at the moment too with a broken hand.
Yeah.
We were talking about earlier. Yep.
Yeah, and they have Nick Jolly. He's their only real key target up forward.
Yep.
And it doesn't help when umpires just won't give him bloody free kick. That's just ridiculous. And I watched last week. And, I was bewildered at times with,
Yes.
with what goes on up there. And but yeah, just straying off from that. But
Mauled like Dutchie in a nightclub.
even worse.
Yep.
And yeah, you just can't get a kick, a free kick. And they got some very good players all over the ground, but the Gullies have got the best balance.
Best
all over
balance
the ground.
between the two, yeah.
And they're
And they're 4-zip. They're 4-zip, and like you said, they're 4-zip for a reason. Up at Pertaringa Oval as well. They love it up there. They get a good crowd.
huge crowd, yeah.
Yep. Gullies for me, I think.
I think where they might get the ascendancy, especially in the ruck, they've got Clint down on Penny.
Yep.
And the Payneham ruckman from last week escapes me. He's a lad from Flinders Park, and he got taken apart by Carter. And you know the game's won and lost in that midfield. And with Gully's midfield now, they've got rotations, and
Yep.
there's a big difference I saw between last year and this. Is that this year Gullies are making 3 rotations every 3 or 4 minutes, 3 and 3, and it's just on and off. And they're running between the midfield and all the way up forward, and they're getting all fresh legs at the full of the ball for the day. And that with their best, you know, the best 2 ruckmen going around is a duo with potent forwards and Pete Personos and Ryan Spittle. They're a quality side.
Yeah.
So I'll take Gullies up.
Take the Gullies up there. All right. Well, that is it for Division 1 for this week. Good luck to everyone who's playing, and I hope you have an enjoyable Saturday afternoon up there at Pertaringa Oval, mate, calling the game live.
Yeah.
Make sure if you want, download the Mixlr app. You download that, search Adelaide Footy, and you'll find us, and have a listen. Get on board. Absolutely booked out for the rest of this year, and some finals. Clubs are even looking at finals, so...
We've had a few clubs
Yep.
inquire about finals, about semi-finals, and two have even asked about grand finals
yeah,
if
geez.
they should make it.
Geez.
They did qualify
Yep.
that. They did qualify that.
But anyway...
Yeah, so it's taking off, and people are listening, and we had a good audience last week. We get some good numbers, so yeah, it's growing
Good
great.
signs, good signs. Okay, well, thanks to all our sponsors, people behind us, the people flashing across the bottom of the scene, the screen, I'll get that out. Thanks to everyone at the Portland Hotel. This has been the Div 1 Weekly Roundup. Have a great night, and we will see you next